Hey Leo, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for June 27th, 2024. This is for Leo. Last shuffle for Leo. Let's see what's going on. Leo. So we have a creative endeavor, stuck energy. So this tells me this is a situation where you're going to have to really think outside the box, Leo. Your energy may be stifled. You may feel like writer's block, a creative block, okay, to being able to figure things out. Your energy may be stuck on something. There's something holding you back. You may need to declutter. Okay. Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. You're gonna have to make something happen. You may be stuck on. Your energy may be in protective mode, providing mode. You know. Yeah, you may be in a space where you need nurturing. There's nurturing that's needed here. There's some in some capacity, very much so. You have the King of Pentacles over the whole reading that flops out, right? So there's something, and if you're in a union with someone, especially if you're in a union and there's children involved, this looks like there's a need here to do something, to create or finish a project, or there's a need to find a creative solution to a project, and you're going to need to be very creative because they're kind of giving off a vibe of like something is not going to actually be able, like there's one aspect of this that may require wisdom or knowledge, not necessarily money, right? Where you've been, like money solves so many problems, right? Of course, right? But this isn't something that's necessarily going to cost. It's more not the cost, but the creativity and how, um, well, it is the cost. I mean, there's a vibe of a person who may not be able to afford whatever this is, this project, right? There's like, I'm missing some element. It may not even be that you can't afford it, but maybe the item is not available, and it may not be available for some time. You're going to have to become creative with this, kind of thing, even if it's not money. It's like, dang, it's not available. You won't be able to get it till this time. I'm going to be in a bind if I don't come up with a way to fix this with some duct tape or something, or, you know what I mean? So, stuck energy with the Queen of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. And I say that if you're in a union with someone with a child, because of the fact that there's a power couple, a couple that could overcome certain things, but I'm seeing them missing the boat on something. And it's not a bad thing. It's like feeling stifled, feeling like there's a vibe of the stuck energy would be a person who's saying, like, I have to provide that though, like it's on me to provide this, and I promised. Or you may be stuck on like the offer itself, or the news, like you want, you know what I mean, or something about being able to say that I solved the problem, being able to say that I could do this right now, and that stifles you. Just thinking that, just being stuck on that is what's causing the issue. It's like you have to focus on what can we do to balance things now. Like, don't, it's like, okay, you couldn't provide a certain thing, but now it's like, it's, you have to still get it done, right? It's like, I hope you understand where I'm coming from, because they're saying that the stuck energy is what's stifling something. The stuck energy is like, I was supposed to provide this. Your higher self is Nine of Wands and the Hanged Man. And there's something about a person being triggered by a certain perspective and needing to change your perspective. See that you need to keep pushing anyway. They're repeating it. So say this is a kitchen sink and it's leaking. This would mean that you're not going, dang, I can't buy a whole new faucet and kitchen sink and all the plumbing. I can't, get the materials right now. Well, and it's not even just, it's for some of you it's like, I can't afford that right now. For others of you it would be like, well, these parts aren't even in the store or available for some reason. The configurations, like the measurements aren't even like a common measurement that you could find in any store. It's some custom made something in this house that I didn't even know until, it's breaking. Now you know that there's something in that house that can only be fit by one specific thing that's not available. Anyhow, they're showing that you got to keep going anyway. You're like, oh, I can't fix it. It's like they're like, you better get some putty and put it around wherever it's leaking, or you need to make it waterproof, something, seal it. And your higher self is saying that you can't be triggered by certain things. So some of you may be triggered by this, and it may make you feel like, I'm always in this situation. If only people would work with me. I'm even seeing a thing of, you may have told them how to take care of something and they still didn't listen, or you would just surmise that they didn't listen because obviously it's broken or it's leaking now after I told them not to do this or that. There's some vibe of that going on, and Leo, they want you to keep pushing, like it needs to be taken care of anyway. If you can, what I mean. I know it's very mundane, but that's just an example so you can see where it would fit and apply. Friends and colleagues, Ace of Cups and Four of Pentacles. These are people in your space that have a different perspective. They do offer a totally different perspective. These would be friends more than anything else. People that you may have worked with, or that you guys do the same kind of thing. You're interested in the same kind of things. And you both celebrate finding new ways to solve an issue, and finding that, the best way, and that becomes their way. They want to adopt the best opportunity, or the best, whatever options out there that would afford them opportunity for something else. They grow to go further. Well, now that I have that going on, I can fix this problem every time. There's something about these people offering a different perspective. And also too, for a fraction of a cost. There's people around you that are in this space. A lot of many have gone. There's something about, with the higher self, is that everyone around you, the spirits that come towards you, they keep pushing. You either find one or the other. Those that get bogged down with like self-doubt and what they don't have, and can focus on the things they can't do. They may be a permanent victim, and you may find them coming towards you, and they may influence how you approach your situation. They may influence how you feel, because it shows that that you've got to get something taken care of, right? But dealing with those types, it would be like, I should have been taking care of this, and now look at the situation, and going down this path of trying to connect dots and stuff. And or you could be the person that's like, well, it's got to get done. I'm gonna take care of this and make it where we don't even have to cope with it, like come up with habits to prevent it. We can just fix it for good. And just move forward with that. Well, maybe I don't have enough right now, but maybe I could use this and this would work. Let's ask around. Let's figure out what the problem could be. There's a vibe of just finding a person becoming bogged down and stuck on one aspect of something instead of looking at the other part of it, because that could keep you stuck for a minute, just sitting there going, I was supposed to provide for that. Let me see if I can find a way to get it. And instead of just being like, well, since it's not available right now, what can I do to just stop it before it creates more damage? I don't know how else to put it. And I know this is like, it sounds like, okay. For me, it does. I'm like, okay, it's repetitive, but they're trying to show me a difference. There's a dichotomy here. And anyhow, like two sides of the same coin. They don't want you to get stuck. Okay, if you put your heads together, you can find a solution. Don't allow yourself to start taking on the blame. Put your heads together, especially if you're in a union. And if you're not, this is like, there's other people out there that are extremely knowledgeable, or at least willing to try new things, and they adopt things that work, and they're willing to share. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Virgo, a Pisces. Okay, you also could be dealing with a Taurus, Cancer, or Scorpio as well. So you could be a Cancer Leo cusp. You could also be a Leo Virgo cusp. You could be, yeah, that seems to be it. If you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.